A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Hello everyone, and Happy New Year. I hope you all had some restful holiday times. I spent most of my holiday resting. I did do a little bit of work, but I also did a ton of reorganizing and deep cleaning. I always like to do a nice deep clean whenever the new year starts. I like to go through all of my cabinets, my closets, my drawers, and get rid of what I have not touched in months or a year, and just kind of like open up room for the new year. And I also played a ton of video games, which I'm really happy about. I don't very often have time to play Animal Crossing and stuff, so I'm glad that I did have that time during this break. But yeah, I'll talk about my 2023 goals and stuff like that a little bit later on. But yeah. Hello. Happy New Year, everybody. Very crazy that 2022 felt like it flew by so fast, but I'm excited for the year to come. I had rested for about 2 weeks, and then I did very slow work, honestly, like the week between Christmas and New Year's. Just very small stuff here and there. And I spent most of my time, like I said, relaxing, resting. The last 2 days I've been packing Patreon awards, and I am almost done. I actually have 2 tiers left, but unfortunately I ran out of envelopes, so I placed an order to get some more. I didn't expect to run out so fast, so I did place an order to get more envelopes, which will come in next week. So if you signed up for the Peachy Pals or the Tulip tier in the month of December, then expect your rewards to be delayed for like a week or so. So I'm very sorry about that, but it happens sometimes with the holidays. Stuff just gets kind of jumbled up. But yeah, I wanted to discuss a little bit of my goals, a little bit of my career and personal goals when it comes to art. So I want to work smarter, not harder. I think in 2022, I was really motivated by fear and by feeling like I'm running out of time. And I really want to work on not feeling that way, because 2022 was just me constantly churning stuff out because I was scared of like losing my job, quote unquote, or like running out of money. Because when it comes to being self-employed, because you are in full control of your finances, sometimes things can be a little bit more unstable than other times, so it can be a little bit scary. So I was just really motivated by fear, and I want to work on not feeling like that. And in order to not feel like that, I do want to create more passive sources of income, and this is something that I've discussed a little bit on my channel, I think, but I do have a really big goal of making a lot of digital goods this year. So they're going to be on my store because I always want to have everything available on my store, but they're also going to be offered on Etsy. I've never sold on Etsy before, but I do really want to sell these digital goods on Etsy. Just because, again, I've never done it before. I want to get the knowledge, I want to get the experience, and because it's digital goods, like, they're going to be such a low price, and I'm not going to be involved in any of the labor. Like, it's just, I make it, I upload the file, and when people pay for it, they get the file, and that's it. So I just want to try it out. So that's a really big goal of mine that I want to get done within like the first few months of the year. I also really want to make time for more traditional art because I love traditional art, and I also want to be really consistent with my ceramics. And yeah, I'm looking for like different and more creative ways to make money as an artist, because the way that I do it now has worked for me the past almost 3 years now, and it still works for me now. But the economy in the US is kind of changing, and it's rough out here. Like, it is rough on small business owners and people who are self-employed. So I'm just looking for other ways to make money that blend with my job and stuff like that. So those are the goals that I have in mind right now. I also really want to be prioritizing myself and self-care, which is hard when the economy is like so rough, but I really want to take care of myself. I really want to work out every single day. I really want to put time into cooking myself yummy meals. I want to have a solid morning and bedtime routine as far as like skincare and hair care and all that stuff. So yeah, those are just some of the goals, some of the stuff that's been going through my mind lately. I've been dealing a lot with vet stuff again, unfortunately. It turns out that Ollie just has a really sensitive stomach. So I'm keeping him on this food that I had found for him that was working really well when he had liver issues. I was giving him the Honest Kitchen, like the dehydrated food, and that was doing wonders on his stomach. And after he was cured from his liver and all that, I felt like maybe it was time to try kibble again, and his stomach was just like not agreeing once again. So I'm just keeping him on the wet food, and I'll just have to be more diligent about his oral health. But yeah, I've been dealing with that. Salem has been having a little bit of issues, and we're trying to figure out why, but I'm just ready for a break. I'm ready to finally not have to go to the vet, which is really annoying because I spend so much money on their supplements and their treats and their food and just like their enrichment in my home. So I'm like, give me a break. Like, I really try hard to take care of them. So yeah, that's what's been going on for me lately. Packed Patreon rewards, and now that I used up all my envelopes and I have to wait till next week for the new ones to arrive, I have a lot of personal stuff to take care of. I have a lot of calls to make for like appointments and stuff. I have some reorganizing to do in the apartment, but I also have to prepare for the shop update that's going to be at the end of this month. So the shop update is going to be January 28th, and for patrons it'll be January 27th because patrons get 24-hour early access. But yeah, I have to prepare for that shop update, so whatever I can do today to lend towards that, I'm going to try to do it. Which I know it's not like that good to just go at it, but I am very much jump right in and I won't stop until it's done. Okay, so I got a ton of packages today, a ton of stuff. I have the Patreon sticker sheets for this month. These are the February rewards, so everything is Valentine's Day themed, but you can sign up any day of January to get these sent to you. So I have those, and I also got a huge box of washi tape that I will show you, including the new Ollie washi tape, which I love. And I went to ceramics today and I picked up some more bisqueware that I have. So now I have 6 bisqueware pieces that I need to glaze, and then I also threw, I think, like 5 pieces today. So I've been super productive, and I also got a ton of glazes to glaze at home. My studio offers a bunch of glazes there so that you can glaze there, but honestly it takes up a lot of my studio time, and I would rather use that time and money that I pay to be there, throwing and trimming and all that, and then I can just glaze and paint at home, because I'm more comfortable in my space, because glazing and painting takes a long time if you're doing like very illustrative stuff on ceramics. So I got the people to order me a ton of glazes. Like, I think I ordered probably like 20 underglazes and then just one big speckled glaze, but this whole box and this really was only like 200 for me, which I was expecting it to be a lot more. But now that I saw that it was only 200, I'm really happy that I did it. And you know, it's a business expense for me, obviously, and now I get to glaze at home and take however long I want, do it whenever I want, and then I have to do it before the Friday that I go back to the studio, and then I can just put them there and they can dip them and put them in the kiln for me. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. I'm really exhausted today because I threw a lot, and if you throw clay, you know that it actually takes a lot of muscle and a lot of strength to do it, especially the bigger pieces that you do. So I am very, very tired. Really the only thing left that I'm gonna do today is work on my hobonichi. I got a new hobonichi, even though I didn't finish last year's, but honestly, I don't mind. Like, I love doing these, so I'm just gonna catch up on my hobonichi sketching, and that will really be all that I have left today. It's Friday, I'm tired, and I had a pretty good first week back to work. you are a fellow ceramicist and you do a lot of like very illustrative glazing on your pieces, I highly recommend getting one of these wheels. I mean, you might already have one, but I decided to get one of these wheels whenever I decided that I would start painting at home and glazing my pieces at home. So this little spinny wheel has been so incredibly helpful for me. I don't have to be like holding my piece to get the right angle or continue moving it around. I can just spin my little wheel and my piece will spin, and it makes glazing so much faster, which again, if you are a fellow glazer, you know that getting those 3 coats on there can take a really long time. It's really repetitive, so this just streamlines the process and makes it a lot faster, so I highly recommend. So before closing out today's video, I wanted to talk about the sponsor, which is Squarespace. If you don't know what Squarespace is, Squarespace gives you a powerful and beautiful online platform where you can create your very own website. With Squarespace, you're able to generate revenue with gated members only content, and to go off that, manage your members' emails, all that good stuff. It's also really easy to create a community on Squarespace. They have fully integrated commenting systems, including likes. They have pretty powerful blogging tools like scheduling your posts and such. You can also display posts from different social media that you have on your website so that you can display your social media and lead people to that from your website. So if you are interested in building a website with Squarespace, you can go to squarespace.com for a free trial and use my code for 10% off your first purchase.